Chapter 6. Devil's Lunch. Yoon POV. After yesterday's lunch, which Taewang fed me from his hands forcefully, he didn't return. He took me to one of his rooms in his arms and lay me on the bed. He didn't look back and walked out of the room. Dinner was brought by one of his men who didn't spare me a glance, as if he did, he would be beheaded. Well, that's too much to think, but still, he looked terrified while stepping into the room. I looked at the necklace I had been holding while thinking. This was a gift from Kai. That day is still imprinted in my memory like it was yesterday. Say it back, Kai said while holding my hand softly. I took a deep breath, acting as if I were nervous. No. I blurted out and ran from there. I heard his footsteps while I couldn't stop giggling while imagining his shocked face. It took him a few seconds to realize what actually happened. And that's my head start. Yuna, don't run like this, you will get hurt. My fast steps slowed down instantly as my smile vanished. I turned around to see him running towards me. Got you, Yuna, he said, embracing me, his arms keeping me safe inside. Sorry if I got you worried, I said, getting inside his embrace even more. I don't know what I ever did to deserve him. Actually, I never deserve him. I am not even pure for him. Still, he loves me, cares for me. I am so lucky. I don't want to hear this, he said while patting my head softly. I broke the hug and turned around to go when he back-hugged me. Say it, he said while placing his chin on my shoulder. No. He kissed my cheek, making me blush against his arm. Now say. I shook my head, getting another kiss on another cheek. I love you, Yuna. I can hear hurt in his voice. I hurt my Kai? I hold his hands, which are losing their grip around me, and wrap them more tightly. I love you too, 3, 4, 5 million, I whispered. He hummed before freeing me from his grip. I bowed my head. Did I hurt him that much? I was just messing around. And that's when I felt a cold metal around my neck. My fingers instantly went towards it as I held a beautiful silver heart pendant in my fingers. Kai back hugged me, while making me hold the pendant with both hands. He leads my finger to the back of the pendant as his breath is hitting my cheek. Press it, sweetheart, he said in such a sweet voice, my heart melted instantly. I pressed the button which is beneath my fingers at the back of the pendant. Kai opened the heart as it contains mine and his photo on each side of the heart. Did you like it? I love it, I said, as I mean every single word. Such a small but precious gift, which tells everything he can't express in words. My father gave this to Mom after marriage. It's a sign that she will be in his heart always. He pecked my cheek. But I can't wait till our marriage. You are, and you will be inside my heart. Forever. No matter what. Tears brimmed in my eyes as I missed his warmth. I don't know how Did he eat anything after knowing about me? Is he finding me? I wish I could see him as soon as possible. The click of the lock brought me out of my thoughts as I hid the pendant inside. Yes, I am still wearing that cursed wedding dress. My life turned upside down the moment I touched it. I did take a shower, but there was nothing in the wardrobe, nor I am willing to take anything which is owned by him. Kim Taewang. My eyes traveled down as I looked at my pure white wedding dress, all dirty and torn up from the bottom, as it was stuck on the corner of the bed before. I sigh. I don't know when all this will end. I looked up as I felt someone coming towards me. The moment my eyes met those dark orbs, my breath hitched. I scooted back, sticking my back to the bedpost, hoping he won't cover that distance. I wasn't expecting him. I thought it was another guard with the meal. Tears unknowingly fell from my eyes as I saw him taking dangerous steps towards me. Don't come near Tate. Oh, my baby girl is scared of me? He cut my words while sitting beside me. He wiped my tears, but gripped my chin because of my lack of response. I nodded slowly as he loosened his grip and started caressing one of my cheeks with his thumb. You should be. I shiver from his calm voice. I know something is coming for me. Tite. He put a finger on my lips. Shub, baby girl. I brought a gift for you. He put his hand inside the coat's pocket, as for the first time, I noticed he was wearing a suit. Why is he wearing a suit? I saw him in a hoodie and yesterday in a t-shirt and jeans. But never in a suit before. His all innocence is vanished now. He isn't the Tay I used to know before. Soon, He placed a white card bordered with a golden border. Tears continuously stain my cheeks as I know what it is. It was a dream I saw so many times. Dream which turned into the worst nightmare. Open it, baby girl. He placed the card on my lap. I picked it up with my shivering hands, hoping it isn't the thing I am assuming. May it be a mere coincidence. But deep inside, I know the truth. I just need to accept it. The moment I read the matter inside the card, my eyes filled with tears. Which we created with so much love, so much hope, so many dreams. Everything was the same, just as I wanted, except one thing. The most important one. Groom's name. Tears fell on my cheeks when I saw Taewang's name in the place of Kai. He can't be serious. I am not going to marry him at any cost. Did you like it? I looked at him with pleading eyes while he smirked and tugged the hair on the back of my ear. Leaning forward, he whispered, "Don't cry, it's just the start." He pecked my cheek before leaning back. Things are getting worse than I ever thought. I really never thought my life could take a turn like this. I wouldn't have messed with him. I should have explained to him. But I can do it now. Still, there is time. How much time will it take to persuade someone? An hour or two? I can do this. I should do. For the love of my life, I can't just give up on someone because of whom I am still alive. I wiped my tears, looking towards his burning eyes, which didn't spare me even for a second. Tay de least. I dare you to say that again. I flinched at his sudden outburst. He holds my cheek, squeezing it painfully. Who am I? Taewang. I whispered slowly, trying not to bite my cheeks under his painful grip. Sink this thing inside your little head. Next time I won't forgive you. He freed me harshly. I closed my eyes, taking a deep breath. I can't give up like this. I will explain him, he will understand. Tay. He glared at me darkly. Wang Pli. Let's eat. I have to, he said, getting up from the bed. Just listen to me, please for. I flinched from his loud scream. Cut me again, Yun, and I will cut you into pieces. I slammed myself more on the bedpost as he leaned towards me. He is scary when angry. I never saw this side of him. I never expected him to be like this in my worst nightmare. He is so different from the one I know. Maybe I am just wasting my time and energy on explaining to him. I should just try to escape. He isn't ready to listen to me. I shivered when he softly held my chin, but tightening the grip. I hold his hand trying to lose, but it makes him tighten his hold even more. What do we say when we make a mistake? I closed my eyes as tears again betrayed me. In such a short time, how much he made me scared of him. I am sorry. I stuttered while sobbing loudly. No one ever shouted at me in the house. Even Kai never became angry with me. Shouting is another thing. I flinched when I felt his hands on my cheeks. I sobbed more loudly, hugging my knees. I want this over. He can kill me, but why torturing me slowly? He wiped my tears slowly, while my body started shivering under his touch. I sobbed more loudly when he removed his hand and hugged me. I keep on crying. His embrace doesn't have the warmth which I am craving. Only Kai has that warmth. I am really sorry. I will never do it again. I sank my head between my knees, trying to hide myself from everyone, especially from the devil beside me. Shoo, don't cry. He patted my shoulder, tightening his hug. I will never shout at you again. I promise. He patted me softly, hiding me inside his embrace. I promise I will never shout at my baby girl again. Ever. He patted my head. Your Taewang promise. I looked at him slowly, while hiccups escaped my mouth uncontrollably. Why is he doing this? First gives me some hope, and then shatter it into countless pieces. He softly wipes my tears and caresses my hair softly. Stop crying, I will never shout at my baby girl again. He smiled softly. Okay. I blinked my eyes to make sure I am not hallucinating. He really promised me something like this because of my panic attack. But suddenly his smile vanished as his eyes darkened. Okay, baby girl. I can see the darkness of his words around the room, making me nod like a child. I don't want to make him angry again. He slapped my cheeks softly before getting up. Good girl. But next time answer it in one go. He picked me up slowly. Let's go.
Taewang POV. It's so peaceful having her in my arms, I never picked her before this. Yesterday, when the first time I picked her up, my body shivered with the amount of satisfaction it gave. I looked at her, who is looking down with her teary eyes. I wanted to give her the same pain she gave me. I wanted to see her crying, pleading for mercy. But, her tears melts me. My eyes darkened when I realized this is how she tricked me last time. But not anymore, baby girl, you will suffer, you will pay for what you did. I make her sit on the dining chair as my men are serving the food while bowing their heads. I made it clear what will be the consequences of putting their filthy stare on her. So sad for her, she can't even get a shoulder to cry on except me. I never want the presence of women in my house, everything is done by men. At the end, they are useless and can't even protect themselves if needed. I sat beside her while serving her plate. Taewang, I will do it. I heard her shivering voice. I smirk at her innocence, she didn't understand the situation. Well, no worries, I will let her explore. How horrible a mess she is in. I saw her hand trying to take the food on another plate. My blood boils. How dare she? Keep your hands to yourself if you don't want me to tie them, I said darkly. She quickly backed off, hiding her hands behind her back. I smile, she doesn't learn the easy way. I have to do this to her every time. I look at her as I keep the plate. She is looking at her lap while sitting on her hands. She is looking so cute, like a dirty kid who played the whole day. Well, she is a dirty kid who played with my heart and eventually broke it. But sad now, every piece will be like glass pieces that will tear her every hope and dream. That wasn't the first time. She looked at me with confusion. He kissed you, I said under my breath, chewing every word. My blood boils thinking I am not her first. She gave her first kiss to someone else. She took some time but nodded slowly, making my hold clench on the spoon. If she hadn't admitted I would have still found out. But good for her that she did. Or bad. I shove away the thought as I take the first bite of the food. Her every meal is tested by me first. I always make sure it isn't harmful for her. The only thing which is harmful to her is me, and no one can save her from me.
Yoon POV. How long? His voice is so cold, I felt my blood freeze in my veins. I am sure something is coming for me, and I won't be able to avoid it. I thought of lying to him. I looked at him, and he is busy sprinkling some pepper on the food. I want truth, baby girl. If I find out you lied, punishment will be unbearable. I hold my dress tightly with my sweating hands. Wetting my dry throat, I opened my mouth to say the lie. 3 months, I said truthfully. I don't want this to get worse. So he's been devouring my soon-to-be wife from Bloody 3. No te. My words stuck on throat when he glared at me with his dark eyes. I looked down, cursing myself. No one is responsible except me for his rage now. A deep sigh is released beside me before a finger makes me look at his calm eyes. His switches of moods are dangerous. So my fiancé is protecting her ex now? I gulped hardly, trying my best not to shiver. What will he do now? You can't do anything if I want to harm him. But lucky him, I don't want any bloodshed before my wedding. My eyes sparkled, at least Kai will be safe. I never thought I would have to take the pain of this part, too. But his next words brought me out of my thoughts. But you should be pure for our first kiss tomorrow. Right? He said, our word with so much possessiveness that my soul shuddered. He again picked up the chili sprinkler and started pouring it on the plate. My eyes again welled up with helplessness. He isn't going to do what I am thinking. He won't hurt me like this. Right? He brought a spoonful with food in front of my lips. Open your pretty mouth, baby. Taewang, please, I am sorry. A tear drops from my eyes as I apologizes for something I am not guilty of. No, baby, you can't deny when your lovely fiancé feeding you. Can you? I shook my head, afraid of his dark voice. But sealed my lips. I looked at his eyes, which were getting darker every passing second. He raised an eyebrow. We aren't disobeying, are we? He said with a you will regret it tone. He pressed the spoon to my lips, making me open my mouth slightly. He shoved the full spoon inside my mouth harshly. The moment food entered my mouth, it felt like someone shoved burning coal inside it. My whole mouth is burning like a fire. I started coughing as tears started streaming down my cheeks. I was about to spit it out when I heard, "We shouldn't waste food, wifey." I looked at him with pleading eyes. "Swallow it." He said it with such a demanding tone I know nothing will change his mind. I swallowed it, and it feels like someone just poured burning liquid inside my throat. From the teary eyes, I saw a glass being filled in front of me by him. I looked at Taewang, who is busy with food. I reached out for my savior when my hand was slapped away. "Do you want me to tie them?" "I will feed you." He deadpanned. "Please, Taewang, don't do this. Please." I begged in front of him, but immediately shut up when the spoon reached in front of my mouth. "Sho, it's not good manners to talk while eating. Do I need to teach you table manners too, baby girl?" I shook my head, hating the idea of being with him even for a second more than needed. "Good," he said as he squeezed my cheeks with another hand and shoved another spoon. The time when the food was finished felt like eternity. I wanted it over really fast, but Taewang is taking his sweet time in preparing every spoon. I know he was doing it intentionally, but I am helpless. There were so many men surrounding the room, but no one looked up even once while I was hissing from pain for almost half an hour. My tears didn't halt for even a second. My mouth, throat, and stomach are burning, while sweat covered my face as I was fanning my mouth, trying to ease the burning sensation. "Here, the last bite." He shoved the food inside my already open mouth. I chewed it as fast as possible and swallowed it. Then he made me drink the water. As soon as he finished, I got up and started running towards my room. My wounded soul isn't able to bear the cold floor, but I don't care. I wanted to be as far from this devil as possible. He is really heartless. Who can make someone suffer like this while he claims he loves her? The moment I entered the room, I directly ran towards the bathroom. I opened the tap and started drinking as much water as I could. No matter how much I drank, it didn't help. I took a step back as I looked at myself in the mirror. My face is red, my eyes puffy, and my lips red and swollen. I am continuously hissing but helpless as to what I can do to reduce this pain. It is burning my internal parts. I cried harder looking at my pathetic state. I am not the same Yun I was a few days ago. I am not strong anymore, but weak and broken. And this time there is no one to glue my shattered pieces together. I started sobbing loudly, not able to keep it inside anymore. Why does it come back to me when I wanted to run away from it so badly? Why can't these feelings, those memories, let me live peacefully? I started choking on my sobs but didn't stop. I hope the pain also comes out like my tears. I slapped my back on the wall and cried harder. But suddenly I felt the burning sensation returning. I ran towards the toilet as I felt like throwing up. The food I ate with so much pain came out. I am coughing while my throat is aching. Suddenly, I felt a hand caressing my back softly. Then I felt my hair being tied back as I am still throwing that disgusting food. I am turned around when I am finished and quickly caged by the arms. He is patting my back softly while sniffing my neck. "Feeling good now?" he asked in a soft voice, reminding me of my day. I started crying even more. Why he can't be like this? Why does he have to be so cruel? "Sure, it's okay," he said, wiping my tears. "Let's go." I am so sorry, Tae, I said, shivering in his arms as he picked me up. "I am really sorry. I won't do it again." I don't know why I am apologizing, but I don't want to get hurt even more. He held me even more closer as I am hiding my face in his chest, my tears soaking his shirt. I am shivering from this closeness, disgusted with myself for seeking comfort from the devil. But I am tired. I can't fight, at least not today. Maybe I will put on a fight again tomorrow, when I am more stable than now. He placed me softly on the bed, but the moment I saw his face, my heart raced with fear. He is the reason of my suffering. He is the one who broke the walls I built in all those years. I brought my knees near me, hiding myself from him, but I hissed in pain when the skin of the sole stuck on the bedsheet, making it peel a bit more. "TSK. You shouldn't do that. You already opened the wound," he said with so much care, while bringing my legs back to the previous position. Like he isn't the reason of my pain, like he didn't cause these wounds. Why is he doing this? Why is he giving me so much comfort when later he will snatch it away and shove me into that world again? My soul is sliced open, my throat and mouth is burning like I can spit fire. My eyes are tearing up continuously, and I have a headache. But if someone gives me a chance to run out of this hell right now, I will take it willingly, with my whole heart. Here, take these. I saw a few tablets on the devil's hand. It will ease your burning. I just kept staring at it, knowing he isn't lying. But this is what is worse. He treats my previous wounds so he can give me new. He gives me a ray of light only to shove me back to darkness. I pushed his hand. He is worse than them. He is killing me from inside. He is playing with my mind. I will not take his comfort anymore. I don't want these, I said, wiping my tears for the 100th time since the minute I stepped into this house. You can remove that fake mask of. He put a thumb on my lips, shutting my mouth again. I looked into his eyes to see the slightest guilt, but there isn't any. What else can you expect from a devil like him? His thumb travels down my lower lip as his eyes are stuck to mine. He pulled my lower lip, softly but firmly. I opened my mouth when he pulled even more, now too tired for his games. I will let him do it for now so that he can leave me alone. I don't want him to stay near me even for a second. He pushed the tablets inside before making me drink water. How much I would have appreciated his efforts if he had given it when I was begging for it. But how can I forget he was the reason I was begging for water in the first place? I don't want my Yoon to suffer when I am here to take away your every pain. Wait. What? Is he serious? Even a person who is totally out of his mind won't say these words. He hides my face on his chest as again he is hugging me. But I didn't struggle. I didn't push him. Now he will express how much he loves me and then leave me alone here. I want him out of this room as soon as possible and never show me his damn face ever again. Picking up another fight will make his visit longer than it already is. Sometimes just giving in for some time won't harm, right? He got up, releasing me from his arms as he walked towards a mini refrigerator which kept beside the nightstand. Wait, this wasn't there before. Well, why am I even surprised? He can do whatever he wants. Who will stop him in the end? No one actually did when he dragged me out of my house. When he has kept me for almost 2 days. I again wiped the tears which rolled down when I remembered my mom's crying face. My hate for him increased. I had never seen her cry before. She was the light in my world. The one who always cheers me up. And he made her cry. I never hated anybody this much before. I hate you, Kim Taewang, with my whole heart. He sat beside me with my favorite ice cream in his hand. But I was glaring at him, exposing my hatred. I made sure to show him how much I loathed him, how I wish he died this very second. Don't be so hot, baby girl. Your ice cream will melt. He chuckled at his humorless joke. I looked away as he brought the spoon near my lips. I thought I could sacrifice anything for ice cream. But I was so wrong. I can't, and I will never give up on my self-respect. How dare him expecting me to obey his every order like a slave? Come on, Jan, it will help you. He turned my face towards him softly. But who does he think he is? First, he gives me pain, then shows himself as a savior. What do you think you are? I crossed my arms, sitting beside him with injuries, but if he thinks he can rule over me, then he should know better. Your soon-to-be husband. He shrugged his shoulders like it's the most obvious thing to say. I glare at him while he is busy mixing the ice cream on the spoon, which is now melted. This will never gonna happen, I said in the most confident way I could in this situation. I don't want to. Sad, we need to deal with disappointments in our lives. He said with fake sadness covering his face before showing me a smirk. God, how much I want to erase that smirk from his face. I want to see regret in his eyes, the pain I am suffering just because he has the power to make me. And that disappointment is yo. I coughed badly as he shoved a full spoon of ice cream when I was talking. My throat is still dry and burning from his torture, and it has turned worse. My eyes teared up because of coughing so hard. But then a harsh grip made me look up. You really like to test me, right? He said, enjoying my state. I didn't stop coughing, but he didn't free me from his grip. Such a devil he is. My face jerked forward as my teary eyes met with his dark ones, which turned darker because of anger. Don't make your life harder than it already is. He freed me harshly, as now I am sitting silently under his penetrating gaze. His face suddenly changed from angry to soft as he brought the spoon again in front of my lips. I opened my mouth quietly. Provoking him isn't the best way to bring him down. If he is angry, he will use his strength, which is my weak point. Why didn't I thought about it before? Maybe by now I would be free. I swallowed as he started feeding me all lovingly. But only I know what he is trying to prove to me. Why are you doing this to me? I asked, eating another spoon as it is somehow easing my pain, but at the same time burning me from inside due to disgust. I am eating with another man's hand when I already have a fiancé. It's the same question I could have asked. His deep voice echoed inside my ears. I looked down, and this is the only regret of my life. I somehow did the thing I never meant to do. Maybe I should have told him before, then things could be different. Or maybe still I can turn the tables and escape from the destruction waiting for me in the future. I can't let him destroy my life just because of a prank. If I am guilty, still, it isn't fair for me to suffer my whole life. I can explain, I said, still looking down. Breathing heavily, trying not to break down in front of him again. I already represented myself as too weak. Not long enough, a finger lifted my chin, making me look into his smirking face, which is trying its best not to show the pain I can see clearly. Trust me, baby girl. You can't. He said in a tone which tells there is no use in arguing, while his next words send shivers down my spine and shatter my last hope mercilessly. You played with my feelings. Now you will be my toy.
Author POV. Sometimes we just snatch something from someone, not knowing it's the last piece of hope we are taking from them. We unintentionally break them so badly that they will never be the same again, depriving them of the light they deserve and shoving them into the world of darkness again. But there's a saying. The breaths of an injured beast are more dangerous than his roar. If that person pieces himself together again and stands up, they will make sure to give you the same pain. They will make your world as you once made theirs. But in this process, they forget that even a single ray of light is capable of vanishing the darkness. Subscribe to know what happens in the next part. It motivates me to work harder.